Hi guys, so the guys out there that know me know that I like fast cars. I like 90s shit boxes, I like Jap cars, and I like fast cars. So that's why I brought this. This is a 2005 Toyota MR2 Roadster. It comes with a 1ZZ FE engine and it produces a whopping 138 brake horsepower. Now I know what you're thinking. That doesn't sound like a lot of horsepower, and you're right, it's not fast at all. Here we go, we're doing 30 miles an hour in third. Let's do it third. So this car was purchased by my good friend Pete for me. I found it on Facebook. I've been looking for a super cheap MR2 for a while, and they're all going for about £1,000. One that would actually run. This one come up with a guy who wanted scrap value for the car because it didn't run. It had a new engine and it had overheated and cut out. So the garage that had fitted it said that the engine was screwed. But as anyone that's ever worked on an MR2 will know, the cooling systems are a pain in the ass to bleed. So Pete picked it up on a recovery truck. It got delivered back to his house, and he started having a look over it to see why it wouldn't run. We went back and forth a couple of times trying to work it out, and decided that the coils had died, and 4 coils had actually gone down, and I've never seen that before. So I sent Pete over 4 coil packs. He popped them in and the thing started up. So after that, did a service on it. We did a coolant flush and things like new. I mean, it runs and drives so nicely. It's dry. There doesn't seem to be any leaks in it anymore now we sorted that. I mean, it is what it is for the money. See if the water's gone down. Nope, still full. After a week. So to open the front, or the frunk as it's called, you have to go in here. Now this was pretty, look, that's been cleaned, not very well, I need to do it again. So you have to pull that opens the bonnet, frunk, sorry. Then in here you have a piece of plastic. Now this is pretty cool. Now Toyota, I love Toyota for things like this. So, brake fluid, screen wash, fuses, and they've got this bad boy. Now you lift this up. Oh, no, that wasn't supposed to happen. Let's just come off. I was just talking about Toyota. I was trying to be good. I mean, does that? Well, that kind of clips back in. But yeah, they give you this real quick. And now I know you can't see, but look. That's pretty cool. So in here you've got your spare, your tools. I keep water and coolant in here. Underneath here, so you pull this out. This comes out. You're left with the black plastic. That comes out, and you've literally got the entire front. So you've got the coolant pipes. You've got your suspension. You can see everything from in here. The radiator. It's pretty well designed that it just comes apart. Everything on the car is super easy to work on and super easy to get hold of. It's just... Shh, don't do that. Crusty. So as you guys might know, I'm a Mark II guy. I've always had Mark II MR2s. I never thought I'd own a Mark III, especially a red one. I'm not a bad fan of red cars, but it was super cheap. I think it sits me at like 600 quid fixed. So that's owning the car, fixing it, a new key. We had to get a second key because this one, we only had 1 key. And you know what's going to happen. Pete lost it a couple of times and we'd be pretty screwed. So we got a new key. It's got 62,000 miles on it. It's got red interior. There's no tears or anything in the interior. It's pretty nice. It was absolutely AIDS when we picked it up. Inside here was full of like neon, eBay neons. It was full of Red Bull cans, vapes, had pills under the seat. It was proper gash. So before I've driven it this week, we did do a deep clean on the inside and got rid of the aids out of it, because I did not want to get dysentery from this car. It was that bad. Speedo is meh. It's, the wheels are just not right for it. It's got 17s on it. They need to go. I need to get the staggered wheels back on it. It's a facelift car. But at about 35, you're doing about 28 miles an hour. It's that far out. New brake pads on the front and okay looking discs. Rear new calipers, rear pads, rear discs, new handbrake cables. Like I say, the engine's new. The clutch is new. We put a new gearbox oil seal in it because whoever worked on it before smashed that to pieces. It was missing bolts from underneath. Everything was loose. So luckily Pete sorted that before we brought it back, because I probably would have died. The first time he drove it on the road, he braked and the whole car just went like that down the road. Yeah, so that's been sorted. It's pretty slow. I don't want to lie, it's not fast. I used to have a 2ZZ Yaris that was rapid, so I think it needs a 2ZZ in it at some point. Not right now. I mean, what the plan is, you guys let me know. What do you think we should do with the car? Let me know in the comments down below, and we'll have a look. Sorry, I'm getting attacked by flies. We're in the middle of nowhere here. They're super cheap because no one wanted the Mark III. The Mark II was way better. And I mean, it's fun. I quite like it. I mean, for someone that's 6'4", it's not too bad in here. I can move my legs. Ooh, hello. Headroom wise, like the roof sits out here, I've got loads of headroom, so I could put a helmet on. I can take it to the track. Not that I would in the current state, because the tyres are terrible, the suspension is terrible. It's got 2 new springs on the front, but it's got lowering springs on the back, so the rake on the car is the wrong way round, so that needs sorting. Doesn't use any water, doesn't use any oil, doesn't get hot. I mean, for 300 quid, it looks like a bag of nails, but she's all right. I mean, inside, we've got, let me just turn it, look at this bad boy. I mean, apparently it's got guidance on it. I don't know how this would work on here. It's pretty clean. The leather, see, super cheap production values. I've got my OnlyFans light here. I'm not going to be doing some feet pictures to earn money, but like, look, like the seats are like new. I've got red interior. I think it's a red paint. I like I say, nothing about the Mark IIIs I know. So let's have another look outside. I'd say gash wheels, brand new pads and discs, 205 40/17s. They need to be 16s and 15s staggered, but they're called Safe Rich. The FRLC 27. I don't know what that is, but this side, it's not bad. It's shiny. There's a little scratch there. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, that means nothing. The front, you can't really see it in the films. Red's so deceptive in the film. It's so bad. Yeah, like things like this, if I come in close where it's been sanded, I think maybe it had a knock, not reported, and someone's just tried to fix it themselves. Like the bird potato. When Pete picked this car up, from here to here was white in bird potato. I was living at the seaside down in Kent, and they just ruined it in 8 months. The thing was white, so it has attacked the paint as well, but like you can see where they've just sprayed over it. And yeah, so this painted black, I mean, where the wish spoiler was, that I might put it back on just to hide the holes and just for laughs, you know, like that I'll paint black so it hides it. Rear quarter, we're getting replaced, so it'll be the door, the wing and the bumpers we need to do something about. What I did want to do is I want to try and do this super cheap on a budget kind of build. I want to cut this out, which will expose the box behind and the stock cat. It's still got the stock cat. Maybe hole saw, and where the original exhaust, so it comes out, there's a cat, and it comes back up into a back box out here, and then back down. So chop it off at the join, put a resonator in here, and a 90 out of here, like that. Maybe, I don't know what you guys think, but again, this is gash. It had a little diffuser down here bolted on, like the Evo roofs. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Like and subscribe down here somewhere, I don't know, I'm new to this, but cheers guys.